There's one presentation tonight. I'd like to call on Councilmember Johnson, who'd like to recognize the Westlands Real Estate as part of the Prime Time for Business. Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm very excited to have Yanki Greenspan and Westland Real Estate Group here today. Anyone driving down Willow will see a fantastic building that really has transformed. Willow is one of our city's most important thoroughfares. It actually is one of the longest streets in Southern California. You can go past Disneyland all the way up through the Palos Verdes Peninsula, and I think is only rivaled by Pacific Coast Highway in Long Beach as one of our marquee avenues. In recent years, the city has adopted really a public-private partnership model for Willow. We've heard from so many residents that this is a key corridor, not just for the region, but also for the Wrigley neighborhoods. And people have said to me, James, we want to come out, we want to walk to restaurants. We want to walk to our businesses. We want to keep our tax dollars here locally. And so the city has went ahead and worked with the MTA. We got a grant of over $1 million, I believe, to put into streetscape improvements. And that's the public part. But we've also looked to our private property owners and said, what can you do to match these improvements that are to come? And one of our best property owners is here tonight. He has not even waited for those public improvements. He's moved forward with what's a fantastic remodeling of an older building, kept a lot of its interesting historic features, but really brought it up to modern times. And the most exciting thing is he'll be moving a lot of his own employees here. And my hope is, as they look around for new developments in the future, they won't look much further than Willow Avenue right here in the historic part of Wrigley. So with that, I would like to bring up Yanki, if you can come on up and make a presentation. And certainly I'd also like to give Councilmember Andrews, this is right next to the Sister District, if you have any opening comments as well. This will be affecting both of our beautiful districts.
How long you plan on staying? Forever, I hope.
Forever.
Okay.
Promise. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. So let me first talk a little bit about who we are, and you can get your eyes on the screen here and see a little about us. Westland Real Estate Group is a family-owned company started by my grandfather in the 1970s. He moved out here from Mississippi back in the 40s out to Truman Boyd Manor, and has been investing in Long Beach houses since 1950s, and he opened up his first residential community in 1977, and we've been in Long Beach ever since. So we're truly a Long Beach family. I was born and raised here, actually in the Bixby Knolls area. So 1977, we started our business, our first corporate office. We had about 10 employees. Today we're moving to the Willow and Daisy intersection with a little over 250 employees. So it's been a big transition for us. Started off with about 3 single-family homes in Long Beach in about 1958, 1960. Today we've got, in Long Beach alone, 450 multifamily units, along with several other single-family residential homes, some commercial properties, some shopping centers all over, and some vacant land that we're looking forward to developing in the near future. Southern California, we've got about 5,000 or so residential units and about a million plus square feet of shopping centers. So this is the new building we're finishing up on Willow off of Daisy. It's built in the 1920s. We're basically trying to bring back what it once might have looked like. As those who've driven by, we've sandblasted all of the old stucco off of the building and kind of exposed that raw concrete, and just kind of finished that up, made it look original again, I guess you could say. We're doing basically restoration of the building and trying to bring it back to life from his historical perspective, and also making a big effort towards green. So we've got solar panels going up, and we're planning on actually having the entire building operated through solar power. We've got a paperless office. I've told my entire crowd we are not bringing any filing cabinets with us, so we're going completely paperless over there. Added some cool roofing material that allows us to kind of keep that heat reflective material. It's kind of a foam material on top, so we can actually lower down the operating costs, and as well as bringing down that nasty footprint that everybody's worried about. So, and we've also got some living wall spaces in there, as you can see here, kind of the interior of the building. Really exposed all the hardwood, left it in its natural state. You can see behind, in the far piece of the picture there, this is kind of under construction, but that green wall there, that's going to be basically living plants, 38 feet high ceilings with planting material. So it's kind of a neat feature we're all looking forward to there. Also recently, as part of our commitment to Long Beach, I've been recently appointed as the chairman of the new Uptown PBID up in the 9th District on the Atlantic Corridor. And that's kind of along with our roots in Long Beach. We're staying here. We've got our commitment to the city of Long Beach through the Uptown PBID. We're working on creating safer communities, cleaner communities, and obviously ultimately a better community for the entire Long Beach. Our approach here at Westland, as you can see through the Willow project, is we go in and we move into communities where you've got blighted communities, as you can see in the upper picture there, and we revitalize. We spend our own resources fixing up the buildings, and ultimately we hold on to them. So our policy is never to sell. So we are investing in ourselves and in the communities around us, and we're not just flipping it. So we actually care about what happens with the product and care about the tenants who we bring into our properties as well. So that's been our philosophy and our policy. Our most recent project here is the Downey Gateway project that kind of emphasizes who we are and what we've done. And this is what Councilman James Johnson was talking about with our public-private partnership. In this particular project, we partnered with the City of Downey to actually convert an entire entire street, public street behind the project, and convert it into 100 parking spaces. And that allowed us to go from about a 10,000 square foot blighted corner on Downey and Gateway across from Portos, for those of you who know about it. And we've been able to create a 25,000 square foot restaurant courtyard project that has really changed the neighborhood and changed Downey in that little part of the world there. So we're looking forward to doing more of these projects in Downey, as well as in Long Beach and in any other city we move into. This is what we do. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Yankee. And I'm really excited to come out to the grand opening of your new headquarters. And once again, anyone who's watching, know that this beautiful business at Daisy and Willow is the work of Westland. And also know that more great things are to come. And my hope, Yankee, is that you'll see the city match your investment with new pedestrian lighting, new intersection work, new trees and shrubs, to really let people know this is a first-class business district. And my hope is your project here is the first of many great projects, hopefully for you and others. And but thank you for all the great work you've done, and look forward to coming to your party in the months to come.
Thank you. And everybody's invited. June or July will announce the grand opening, and the whole community can come by and enjoy. And
the last thing I want to say is, I know there's always been in building, things get complicated, ups and downs, but thank you for working with the city. And I want to compliment Pat West, you and your staff. I know that Mr. Malloyan and Mr. Conway have worked very hard to make this happen, and it's really going to show. So they're certainly welcome to come as well.
Everybody.
Mr. Ross.
Yes, thank you very much, and I want to echo Mr. Johnson's accolades. I want to thank you for being a stand-up citizen. You are a resident of the 8th District. You're doing great work in the 7th District and turning the business district around there. You're doing the same for the 8th and 9th District with the Uptown PBID. And as a property owner for many other parcels on Atlantic Avenue, I do think the best is still yet to come, and we look forward to the best work ahead of you here in Long Beach. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Councilmember Shipsky.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to echo and thank you for investing in Long Beach, and thank you for refurbishing and restoring buildings of a historical nature. I think we need to do more of that, particularly in that part of the town. And also point out that when my parents, after they were married and I was born, we lived in Truman Boyd Manor as well. Very few people know where that is, but that was the government housing that was set up from World War II, and a lot of people lived there. Thank you.
And we
Mr.
should
Andrews.
connect.
Yes, also, I think, when we talk about redevelopment, with individuals like you, let you know that we just don't stop there. We really want to commend you for the job that you're doing, and especially in employing individuals. I think you're doing a great job, and please continue to do that.
Just wanted to add my thanks. Really appreciate your efforts and wish you all the best in the future. Sounds like you got a very good business plan here. Thanks.
Thank you.
And Mayor,
All the
if
best.
we go ahead and present the certificate, Mr.
Go ahead.
Greenspan? Would you like to come as well? Where do you want us? Next time,
All
we'll
the best.
put it in a frame for you.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to do that when we had money.
Yeah, let's go back. Okay, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
All right, thank you, James, and good luck again, Westland.